Hello, hello, Facebook Live. What's up, everybody? I'm just waiting for everyone to get on here, but I'm just going to throw on a little bit of concealer under my eyes while we're waiting. So I am using, right now, I'm just throwing on a little bit of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Not Radiant Creamy Concealer, the Soft Matte Concealer. Just to begin with, and then we'll get more into the tutorial. How's everybody doing today? Okay, so I just got it on key areas. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the brows and then get into the tutorial. So how is everybody today? Talk to me, what's going on with everyone? Hello. So I'm going to do my brows to start off with. I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. I'm using the color Dark Brown and the Anastasia brush. I think it's number 12. Hey, everybody. Happy Diwali to everyone. What's everybody doing tonight? That's funny. I'm good. Hello. Is anybody going to any Diwali parties? So anyway, so we are going to a Diwali party tonight at my cousin's house. So that's why I'm doing this makeup. I figured I'm going to be doing my makeup anyways. I might as well just do it on live, and then I get to hang out with you guys and talk to you guys. So yeah, so I'm just going to be sitting here doing my makeup basically. And if you guys have any questions, you guys want to chat about anything, I'm here. I'm going to be doing like a pretty colorful look. I want to do like, so tonight I'm going to be wearing an outfit that's kind of like fuchsia, and it's got a little bit of blue in it. And I feel like I haven't done a lot of, or taught you guys a lot of like color lately. I've been kind of more into the neutrals. So today I'm going to teach you guys a little bit more about colors and how to work with different colors and what colors go together. So I'm going to try to hurry up and get to the eyes so you guys can see that. We're going to do the eyes first, and then I'll finish up with the face. So I'm just finishing up my brows, and then we'll go on to the eyes. So is anybody going to any Diwali parties tonight? Where's everybody from? I don't even know if you guys are from the same time zone as me. I'm close to Toronto, so Eastern time. So it's like, I think 3 o'clock over here. If you guys have any makeup questions, just go ahead and ask me, or if you have any, I know I have a lot of new followers that have alopecia, so if you have any alopecia questions, that's cool too. Just wanted to chat. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brows. So that's just basically to make everything look super clean and stuff. So I'm gonna use a concealer. I'm using the MAC, this is the Pro Conceal and Correct palette in medium. And I'm gonna take a brush and just pick up the lightest color up here, which has like a little bit more of a yellow undertone. And then I'm gonna go underneath my brows, and that's just to clean it up and make it look really nice and sharp. So yeah, so we are going to a Diwali party at my cousin's house, and like a lot of my family will be there and stuff, so it's gonna be really fun. So see how it just sculpts it and makes it look really clean? I'll do the other side. Did anybody go to any parties yet so far? I know a lot of people will do like hall parties and like crazy huge parties. I don't think I've ever, no wait, I did. Actually, that's a lie. I went last year. I was in San Diego during Diwali, and they were doing this big like cultural like party, like in a hall and everything. So it was so much fun. So I got to take, I have my cousin that lives out there, and she has 3 kids. She's married, she has 3 kids. So I took the kids, they had to go somewhere else. So me and Derek took the kids with us, and we went to the party, and it was a lot of fun. There's not that many Indian people in San Diego, but the community that is there, they're pretty connected to each other, so everybody kind of like knows everyone and stuff. It kind of reminds me of Burlington, which is where I live now. When I was growing up, there wasn't very many Indian people, but like everyone knew everyone. It was kind of nice. It was a nice feeling. So I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow primer. So this is the Painterly Paint Pot. And I'm gonna put this all over my eyes. And so this will hold the eyeshadow in place for the whole day. So I always feel like you definitely need to use an eyeshadow primer. If you don't use an eyeshadow primer, it's just not gonna, like, it's just not gonna hold, your shadow's gonna end up like when you, like the creases right over here, whenever you blink, and it's not gonna last. So you definitely need to use an eyeshadow primer. And I personally like the MAC Painterly, or the MAC Paint Pots. You don't have to use the shade Painterly. It's just the color that I like. It works for me. I think the brown one that they have is too dark, and then they have one called Soft Ochre, but sometimes that can be a little like too light for me. Okay, so we're gonna move on to shadow. So what I like to do between brows, or between primer and shadows, I like to put a little bit of a translucent powder, and the translucent powder just makes sure that whatever shadow you throw on over top just sits really nicely. It doesn't adhere to the primer and like get, you know, stick to the wrong spot and then not be able to blend and stuff. So I'm just using the Laura Mercier translucent powder. And just gonna throw that all over my eyes. So yeah, so I am wearing a fuchsia and blue suit today. So I'm going to do a nice bright colorful look and just have some fun with color, because it's been a minute since I've done that. Since I've worn blue. It's been a minute since I've worn blue. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab, I have like so many, so I worked at MAC for 6 years. When I was working at MAC, I collected so many eyeshadow palettes. That's what I did. The first thing I did was I collected brushes, because I had the discount and all. And then you would get gratis every twice a year. So the first thing I did was I collected all my brushes, and then I collected eyeshadows. So I just made a bunch of these palettes. I think I must have like 10 palettes, and they've just got like everyone has a different color. I've like color coded them, so they're really easy to use. So we're gonna do kind of like I think we'll do like a purpley blue look on the eyes, and then we're gonna do like pink lips. So whenever you're working with color, you can do, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. Actually, there's a few different ways. So when you're, I wish I had my little color chart to show you guys, but basically how you do it is you can use colors that are the same shade. So if you're using pink, you can use like the same shade but different intensities. So one is a little bit darker, a little bit lighter, and very light. You can use colors that would be next to each other in the color palette. So like how if you look at the color palette, it's like, you think about like a rainbow. So it's like red is next to orange, which is next to yellow. So then you pick 3 that are next to each other, and then you can kind of use those together. Or when you look at the color wheel, you can pick ones that are equal distance apart, 3 of them. So for instance, I think it's orange, purple, and green are exactly like they're called triadic. So if you split the color wheel into 3 equal parts, they would be exactly opposite from each other. So then you can use those in conjunction with each other. So it's all up to you what you want to go for. Today we're going to do more of, oh no, I forget what the term is, but today we're going to use that principle where it's like 3 colors that are next to each other. So we're going to go pink, which is kind of like red, but like if you lightened up red, it would be pink. So it'd go pink, it would go purple, and then it would go blue. So that's what we're going to play with. Pink on the lips, blue and purple on the eyes. So we're going to do this. Let's get started. So I have my purple palette over here. So I have all of my purple colors that I really like from MAC. And okay, so I'm going to try to remember what all these colors are. I'm not going to lie, when I was depotting them and putting them in this palette, I got really impatient and I kind of didn't label a lot of them. So I will just try to let you know what I'm using. So I'm going to start off with, we're going to do this one right here. What's this one? Oh, I wrote it down. Man Catcher. So it's just basically whatever light purple that you have, start off with that. So we're going to do that on the lid. Got tissues here. Clean up my brush. So I'm going to do a little bit of that on the lid, which I'm going to, oh, that's so funny. I always end up using the phone as the mirror, even though I have like 3 mirrors around me right now. So we're just going to throw this all over the lid, and then I'm going to blend a little bit of a darker one toward the edge of the eyes. So it's been so long. I'm telling you guys, it's been so long since I've played with color. It's so nice to use like purples and... Oh, you guys, if you guys are MAC fans, you guys are going to love this color. I don't know if they sell it anymore, but this is Stars and Rockets. It's like kind of like a pinky purple. I've never found anything like it. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to use an actual mirror. So Stars and Rockets, and then I'm just going to go to the edge over here and just apply it. And yeah, so I got my nails done today. I don't know if any of you get your nails done regularly. I've always wanted to, you know, just go get them done on a regular basis. And then I found this place in Burlington that is so super cheap. They do shellac for $20. And they will take off the old shellac and put on new shellac for $20. And they're the nicest couple, honestly. The people that run the place are so super sweet. And they play, they have a TV in their place of business, and they play romantic comedies like romance movies like all day long. So when I was there just now, they were playing The Notebook. So it's a lot of fun because you're just sitting there, you're getting your nails done, you get to watch The Notebook, which, I mean, who doesn't like The Notebook? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with something that has a little bit more blue to it. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to put on my transition shade. You guys know that I love to use a transition shade all the time. So a transition shade is basically just a color that is like your skin tone, but a little bit darker. And it blends whatever's in your crease into your own skin tone, and it just looks a lot better when you use that as opposed to if you don't use that. So I'm just going to use, this is Soft Brown from MAC, this one right over here. So you see how it's like pretty close to my skin tone? And I'm just going to go right into the crease. So before we put any colors in the crease, I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to put this right into the crease. And it's just gonna allow the other colors to just blend right into your skin tone really nicely. Hello everybody, what's everybody doing tonight? What's going on? I see we have a lot more people jumping on. Where's everybody from? What are you up to? Okay, so now that we have that on, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play with some blue. So I'm gonna grab, what am I gonna grab? Let's do, I think we're gonna do this color down here. So that is, I don't know. I didn't write it down. But basically it's not a dark blue, but it's somewhere like kind of like a mid-tone blue, and it's bright, and it's got a little bit of a satiny texture to it. I'm so sorry. I should have like labeled these shadows when I depotted them, but I was too excited to just get them all in my palettes. So I'm just taking a blending brush and I'm going in the crease, and I really like blue and purple together. It just works really well. So like I was saying before, I'm going to a Diwali party tonight. I am wearing a hot pink suit, well, fuchsia pink suit, and it's got a little bit of blue in it, and it's just really fun. And I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a really fun party. Oh, and for those of you that are in the Toronto area, don't forget, today's your last chance to buy tickets for tomorrow's masterclass. We are doing it at Yonge and Dundas Square in downtown Toronto. There is the Inglot store there. If you guys haven't been to Inglot, it's amazing. Basically, it's like MAC, but even more colorful, if you can imagine that. So everything that you could possibly want, they have. And they have every glitter. It's just the best place ever. So we're going to go. My cousin Monique is my model, and we're going to do a mermaid look, and it's going to be like super fun because we're going to do like scales. We're going to draw like scales on her face and stuff. And I'm going to be like going a little bit more in depth in terms of playing with color and how to figure out how to play with color. So yeah, so if you guys are free, definitely come and check it out. Okay, so I have the blue on, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a darker blue, and I'm going to take a smaller blending brush. So something like this one right over here, so you can see it's like really pointy at the tip. And we're gonna grab a dark blue, and I believe this is this color. I know this color. It's contrast. So we're gonna take that and go right into the crease. So does anybody have any questions for me? Anything at all? So pretty. This just like really sets off the whole look. And we're going to intensify the purple as well. Okay, so that is just like really deepening the whole look. And we're gonna do a little bit more purple. So I'm gonna grab that flat eyeshadow brush that I was using before, this one right here, and we're gonna pick up shoot, I didn't write it down. This is just like a really intense purple color, and it's not super dark. I would say it's more bright than anything. That's matte. Have I been to India during Diwali? I don't think so, because usually if we go, we'll go like around Christmas time. But I've seen pictures and videos and stuff, and it looks like so much fun. I can't even imagine. Did you guys go to any parties, or did you have a party? Okay, so look at that. That's so much more fun. So the reason why I like to do this before I do the whole face is because with color, it gets really, you can get a lot of fallout under your eyes, so you want to be able to clean that before you go on and do your face, right? Because if you just put it on top of when you have your makeup already, it'll be really hard to clean up. So that's why it's good to just sort of do this first and then do the rest of the face. Okay, so I'm gonna grab, so I want to do under the eyes. Now I'm going to show you guys like how to do that. Well, at least you were partying, even if you were just partying at work. And there's nothing wrong with working. Working is really good. I mean, don't tell my family and friends this, but I'd much rather work than party anyways. It's probably just me getting really old. Wait, I said that right. I'd rather work than party. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, so I'm grabbing a blue eyeliner. So this one is the Technical Eyeliner and Art, I can't even say that, Archival, I don't know, you guys can read that. And I'm going to do this right under, like into my, I'm working it right into my lash line. So just where your lashes are, meet your eyes, you're just gonna kind of blend it right in there. When will I see my, hey girl, I'm gonna see my husband on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I leave for San Diego on Wednesday and I'll be there for a few weeks and then I'll come back home. So we are super excited. I think we're gonna do something for Halloween for sure, but I'm not sure what exactly we're gonna do. We live super close to like this really nice, like trendy neighborhood, and like there's lots of bars and restaurants and stuff. So I'm using mostly MAC. Actually, I'm using pretty much all MAC today because I was saying before that I have like a ton of MAC products from when I used to work there. So I just collected all these eyeshadows. I'm gonna do a Halloween look. So unfortunately, I don't have enough time to record I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to record a Halloween tutorial. But when we do go out for Halloween, I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna do a sugar skull and I will definitely take pictures. Maybe I'll try my best to do like a Facebook Live that day, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to. But I will try my best. So I'm just taking a smudger brush and I'm just blending out that blue shadow. So do you see how like it kind of gives you more of a gradient? So that's what I like to do with like kind of cream eyeliners or pencil eyeliners. They just give you a really nice sort of faded look. And then I'm going to intensify that even more with that blue shadow that we were using before. This one right over here. What neutral lipstick and MAC would suit me? Are you looking for like something that's going to give you more of like a nude look or something that's going to give you a little tiny bit of color? Because it can, like neutral can mean either nude or like natural. So okay, I'm just blending this underneath where we had put that blue liner. So it gives you a little bit more punch. So this is really nice. And then I am going to just throw a little bit more blue in my crease. Nude color. Oh, Velvet Teddy. Velvet Teddy is really nice. I don't know if they sell this color anymore, but it's called Yash. It was part of the Mickey Contractor collection that came out. I don't know if they sell it. I think you're in Canada, right? I think they sell it in India, at the Max in India, but I'm not sure if they sell it in Canada. But that was like the perfect nude. Like, just perfect. So I'm doing a little bit of that blue just to blend it out a little bit, and then kind of hit up the edges over here. And I'm going to do a highlight under my eyebrows. We are gonna take, which color are we gonna take? We are gonna take the color Orb. If you guys are fans of, or you're in the US, where in the US are you? I think they only sell it in India, but I'm not sure. But maybe if you check on Amazon, you might be able to find it. Okay, so I'm just grabbing, yeah, that color Orb. If you guys are fans of Dress Your Face, she loves this as the brow highlight. This is like her go-to. And if you see the shadow palette that she created for Anastasia Beverly Hills, she put a color in there that was like pretty much identical to this. And so ever since I saw her I went to one of her workshops in Chicago, and that's when I got to meet her and interview her and stuff. And she, what was I gonna say? Yeah, ever since then, yeah, I just have been using this Not every single time. Oh my gosh, Anita. Okay, I used to work with Anita at Mac way back in the day. Back at, like, I used to work at the one in Bramley in Brampton. I am going out tonight. I'm going to a Diwali party at my cousin's house. So I'm going to be wearing like a pink and like a fuchsia pink and blue suit. So that's why I'm doing like purples and pinks and blues. Hi, Anita. Oh my gosh, I miss you. It's been so long since we've seen each other. Way too long. Okay, so I'm going to do a black liner now. I'm going to do a liquid today. And how's everybody? How's the family? If I can find a liquid. Right, okay. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a black pencil and I'm just going to go right into my waterline up here. So your waterline is basically like where your lash line is. Aww. I thought we were supposed to have a reunion, but nobody followed through on that. Aw. I'm glad everybody's doing good. Yeah, so the one that the waterline is so tricky. So the one that I've been using for years, this is by the company Prestige. Well, it used to be their Total Intensity, but I think that they changed it to this Velvet Smoky Eye Pencil. It's so good. Like, I mean, any sort of thing that you're going to put in your waterline is going to, it's going to kind of smudge off a little bit, but I find that this lasts the longest. So that's why I like this a lot. And then it has a little smudgy thing at the end as well. So I'm going to go on to liquid liner, and I'm going to be using the Ciate. This is the Fierce Flicks. I got this at, actually I went to a Ciate event in Hollywood, of all places, and they gave us this in their bag, and it's so nice. Okay, so just doing, so what I like to do is I like to start from the center first and kind of work my way in so I can get really close to the lash line. And then I'll just build this up a little bit. So I'm going to be doing the eyes on camera, and then I'm just going to do the rest of the face off camera. And then if you guys follow me on Instagram, I'm going to be posting pictures on Instagram from the party tonight, so you can kind of follow along and see what we're up to. I might post some on Snapchat. I don't know. Do you guys use both of them? Because I find it so hard to concentrate on doing both. Like, I remember one of my friends was saying, oh, like, how come people just post the same stuff on Instagram stories as they do on Snapchat? And it's like, well, you know, it's really hard to sort of constantly have stuff to post and then to post on different platforms all the time. So that's why it ends up kind of being the same. What do we do at our family get-togethers? We eat and we drink and just catch up, basically, just like every other family. Last week we had my cousins over at our house, and we haven't like done the whole dancing thing in so long, but we did, like, we put on the music, and like it wasn't planned or anything. We just put on the music, and then we started, like, all of a sudden we just started dancing. But then we were also like drinking and like doing shots and stuff, so that's probably why. But like my family, like my dad's side of the family is very they just love to like just get together and drink and have a good time and stuff. My mom's side, not everybody drinks, but it's still just as much fun. Thank you, Anita, you're so sweet. We do have to get everybody together for a reunion. So I'm just drawing the wing over here. Okay, so that went out a little bit far. And I'm just going to attach it to the main line. So if you want to get good at liquid liner, what I always say is that you should practice when you're about to wash your face off at the end of the night, because then you can kind of make mistakes and it doesn't really matter because you're going to wash it off anyways. I will try to get everybody to dance tonight. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not really going to be drinking much tonight because I have to do the Inglot makeup masterclass tomorrow. So, I mean, if I'm going to be teaching that, I don't want to be like all hungover tomorrow, so. But I will encourage everybody else to. So there, just attach the liner. So you can see now, like it kind of went a little bit too far right there. So I'll show you how you can fix that. What you want to do is you just want to grab your concealer, and this is, like I showed you guys earlier, the Pro Conceal and Correct palette from MAC, and I'm just going to grab my concealer brush, if I can find it, because I have a million things in here now, just kind of floating all over the place. Oh, hi girls! So nice to meet you on camera. I hope I get to meet you guys in person one day. That would be fun. And you girls are beautiful. I've seen your pictures on your mom's Facebook. You girls are so beautiful. I love your eyes. And your mom is so beautiful too. Such a nice person. So I'm just fixing that at the end right there. And I'm just going to do it to the other side too, because it just kind of makes it pop a little bit more too. Okay. You can use coconut oil as your makeup remover. I try not to use too much coconut oil on my face anymore, because when I first started to, I started getting, you guys can see, like I have all these whiteheads everywhere. It's just basically congestion from like using products that are too heavy for your face, because the particles, I think it's the fatty deposits in them that are too big to be absorbed by your skin. So they end up like sort of sitting on your skin, and then just like they turn into like whiteheads, and or I think the technical term is milia. So what is everybody doing tonight? I'd like to know. I'd like to know what y'all are up to. So I'm throwing some mascara on. And this is when the lashes come to life. Has anybody tried lash extensions before? I was thinking about trying it. You can remove the whiteheads. I think that they say that you're not really supposed to do it at home. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a try, but I definitely want to watch a bunch of videos before I do it, because I don't want any scarring and stuff. Or I might just go to an esthetician and just get it done properly. I'm kind of scared of lash extensions too. I think you just have to make sure that you go to the right person, and that they like do a really good job. Like if you've seen like their pictures online and stuff. Has anyone tried microblading? I'm seriously considering microblading, because filling in your brows takes so much time, and then I don't have a ton of brows. Even though I am Indian, I should probably have thicker brows, because most of my friends and cousins do, but I have to fill them in because otherwise it's really sparse in here and then right there. So I just kind of was thinking it would be so much easier. Yeah, thank you, but I filled them in. You did get your brows microbladed. Okay, how do you like it, and how often do you have to go back? Yeah, I've seen some girls with really good lash extensions, but some of them I've seen just don't look very natural at all. Do it? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm pretty sure at some point I'm definitely gonna do it, because like, you know how it is. You just want your brows to look good all the time, right? So I'm going to do a little bit of concealer and highlighting, and then I am going to finish this off of camera. And then, like I said, if you guys are on my Instagram, if you're following me on Instagram stories, I'm going to post tons of pictures from tonight and videos and all that fun stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and I did a little bit of concealer underneath the eyes already, but I'm going to throw on a little bit more. So I'm using the MAC Conceal and Correct palette. I'm going to do a mixture. So what I like to do is something that's a little bit more pink based or orange based underneath the eyes first, just to kind of get rid of the darkness. So I'm just mixing two different ones. I think it's NW25 and NW35. kind of get it under here. And the sides of my nose are usually very red and stuff. Okay, I will message you. I don't know if I'm gonna do it yet. I might end up doing it, I might end up doing it in California just because I know a girl that does do it out there, but if not, I will definitely message you. Gajal? Like how small are these children? I mean, any sort of makeup is like, you don't want to use anything that's not really tested and approved for your skin, so, but if they, I think people have been doing Kajal for years, right? So if it hasn't hurt anyone yet, I mean, I don't really know what to say. Actually, you know what, I have all my stuff here. If you guys aren't going anywhere, I might as well just finish this. So I wanted to use a new product today, which I'm trying to open this right now. This is, do you guys know, there's lead in Kajal, really? Okay, that's not good. You definitely don't want that. This is from Joe Fresh Beauty. Joe Fresh is a Canadian clothing line that was started by, I think his name is Joe Mimran. And it's been sold, I don't know to who. Do I have a foundation brush? Shoot. But I've seen it in like the States too. Like they have this huge Joe Fresh store, I think close to Times Square. So it's a really good line. So their makeup is really nice too. And their foundation is fantastic. I'm just looking for a foundation brush right now. Okay, I'm just going to use the primer. This is the illuminating primer. Get some going here. Sorry, it's just not coming out. Okay, so we're going to go for a little bit of a dewier skin today. Yeah. Just throw that over top. And then, so like I was saying, the foundations that they have are really nice. They just sit really nicely on the skin, and the price point is what's really great about them. So I know that sometimes you don't want to spend like $50 on a foundation because, you know, like, what's that one that everybody loves? The NARS one, Sheer Glow. It's so nice, but it's so crazy expensive. It's like $50 or $55 for a foundation, and not everybody wants to be, you know, spending that kind of money. So by MAC, okay, this color's a little bit dark. I like the Studio Fix Fluid, but it depends on what you're looking for, right? Because Studio Fix Fluid has kind of like a medium to full coverage, and but I like coverage, so that's why I like that one. Okay, so I'm just gonna blend this out. So my forehead is quite darker than the rest of my face, so I'm putting this more towards the perimeter of the face, and then I'm going to do some highlighting, and then it'll blend in a little bit nicer. So usually most people have that sort of skin, especially with like our color skin, it's a little bit not consistent throughout. So it's like our forehead will be a little bit darker, like around our chin will be a little bit darker. So you kind of want to play around with it. If you're looking for the right blend, you kind of have to use two different colors. So I'm using this more at the perimeter, and then I'm going to take a highlight and put that on, and then you can kind of see how it blends together. For age, I don't think it really matters. Like 40 plus, like it's not like your skin is super aging at that point, so you can kind of use whatever, but I just personally myself like to use Studio Fix Fluid. I'm not sure what that means. I like to use, yeah, just a nice full coverage foundation. Okay, so, I wanted to use different products actually today. So I'm using, this is the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Palette. It's 4-in-1, so they've got like their highlight, They've got their contour, and then they have like a shimmery highlight, and then this, I think this would be the blush, or this would be like a color corrector. So if you want to take care of like the really dark spots, or if you have super dark under eyes, you would use something that's this color right over here to correct those areas first, and then put your foundation over top. So I'm just gonna highlight under my eyes, kind of like in that triangular shape. Oh, thank you. That's so nice. I mean, I try. Okay, I will definitely post a picture. Then my parents are, well, my dad is going to India, and he's like, oh, this time I'm not gonna bring any outfits, and like, you know, because you already have like so many, blah, blah. And I'm like, me and my mom are like, wait a minute. Like, no, that doesn't work, because we've already taken pictures in all of those outfits, and we have so many, like, you know, events and weddings coming up and stuff. It was so funny. It's like, you're trying to get away with not getting any more outfits. But we always get, like, he always, like, gets our outfits from India, because, I mean, he's so good. He's such a good shopper. He knows exactly what stores to go to. Yeah, he's such a good shopper. Cooking with my mom? I don't really cook much, to be honest with you. I do a video cooking with Derek, because, well, he is a chef, so. But my mom is not one of those Indian moms that loves to cook. Like, she's really strange that way. I don't think I've ever met another Indian mom that doesn't like to cook, but it's not her thing. But yeah, I think like with Derek, definitely. But there are a few things, I should like tell you that there are a few things that she does so much better than anyone else. Like, she makes the best aloo paratha in the world. I have never met anyone that made any better aloo paratha than her. Okay, so I'm all highlighted now, and now we're gonna do some contouring. So I'm gonna use the same palette, and I'm gonna contour. And for that, I love this brush right over here. This is the Cover FX. Yeah, we're gonna do some cooking videos, me and him. We've already planned on doing that. So this is the Cover FX. It has the big side at one end and the smaller at the other end. Ignore the dust. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pick some of the darker color up from the Makeup Forever palette. And we're gonna go along the cheekbones right here. So last week when we had the family party at our house, so we just basically were like looking for songs to listen to, and I love that song, that Kala Chashma song. Okay, guys, I have the worst Indian accent in the whole entire world, so just forgive me. But anyways, I love that song. So we looked that up. And then from there, and I don't know too many, like the names of songs. I always know them when I hear them. And I'm like, I like that song, but I don't know too many titles of songs. But we just played that one on YouTube and just put it on the speakers that we had. And it just picked up all of these other songs that I'm like, oh, I know that song. And that's how we ended up just having like this big dance party. It was just off of YouTube. You know? To dance. Okay, send me the song. And then I was like telling Derek, I'm like, we need to listen to a lot more Indian music. Like, it's so fun. And my cousin is getting married next summer. And I already told Derek, I'm like, we have to come back for that, because it's going to be so fun. He's never really seen the full-blown traditional Indian wedding where it's like, you know, the lady sangeet and the mehndi and all that stuff. So I'm really excited to get him to see all that stuff, because he loves Indian culture. Like, on our first date, like, one of my questions to him was like, what's your favorite food? And he's like, I'm not just saying this because you're Indian. He's like, but Indian food. I was like, all right, you're good. You're good in my books. The movie, the song. Okay, all right, send it over and I'll listen to it. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this. I'm using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder again. And did you guys do anything? Look that up for tonight for family dance. Okay, I'll recommend it to you or to them. Did you do anything for Diwali? Okay, so I'm just setting it with the blending brush or the blending sponge, the beauty blender. I can speak English. Beauty blender. I'm just putting it under my eyes, and I'm just gonna grab a brush now. Throw this on everywhere and set everything. And now I like to add a little bit more contour. I don't know if you guys have seen my other live videos, but I discovered this new, well, I didn't discover it, but they sent it to me and I just fell in love with it. The NYX, I love NYX. NYX has such great products. This is their Highlight and Contour Pro palette. And I'm gonna use the darkest color right over here, and I'm gonna use a contour brush. And I'm just gonna punch up the contour a little bit. Oh, nice. The snacks are the best. It's like you gotta like not eat too much during the day so that, you know, you can just do whatever you want at the party. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on some blush. Ah, there we go. So I'm gonna use Pink Swoon from MAC. This one right over here. I could use some glitter. Actually, I probably should use some glitter. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of blush on. We'll do lips, and then I'll look at some glitter. I'm so like, I don't know, with blush, I just am so impatient that I don't end up like, in some of the videos you watch, the girls are like so good and delicate when they put blush on, but when I put blush on, I'm just like, get that stuff on my face, and I don't like to take 10 years. Okay, so lips, I'm gonna do a fuchsia color. This one right over here, this is the Melted Matte from Too Faced. You guys know I love Melted Matte. This is It's Happening. I don't have a liner that really matches it, but I have the magenta lip liner from MAC, so it's a little bit more purple, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use that. The apples, yeah. Okay, so I just kind of do that so I have a little bit of a border. And now I'm gonna throw on the lip color, which is gonna be super bright, so watch out. So I like to use the other pointier end when I get to the top of the lips here. Oh my God, I don't know if you guys can hear my dad. He's like screaming. He wants my mom to make him some cha. Okay. I am loving this lip color, so pretty. So I'm just gonna clean up the edge right there. Where's my brush? Yeah, right? How many times have you made tea in your life, right? Struggles of every Indian girl. Okay, so that is the look right there. I'm gonna do a little bit of a highlight at the top of the cheekbones. And, oh, we were gonna do some shimmer or sparkle, okay. So this is I used this last time too. This is the Ofra highlighter in Beverly Hills. So pretty, it's got so many different colors. So you can be like selective and pick up different colors or whichever one you want. I just sort of swirl my entire brush. And it's just the perfect sheen, it's so nice. Thank you. Okay, and then we're gonna grab, just 1 second. Excuse my messy room. Okay, so I think what I want to do, this one's kind of greenish, right? Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. I'm going to do this glitter here. So this is from NYX. This is the Crystal. It's the glitter in the color Crystal. And just going to pull off. There's a little bit of a tape thingy on there. Dump out some of this color. And I'm not going to do a glitter primer, but I'm just going to throw this over top. So just pick up a little bit of that. So tomorrow we're doing the mermaid look, and I'm going to do the fish scales and everything. It's going to be so cool. It's kind of a chunky glitter. I'm not really into chunky glitters. Huh. Don't know that I like that so much. It's a little too chunky for me. What else can we use? That's the mermaid is the makeup masterclass that I'm teaching at Inglot tomorrow. So unfortunately, it's not going to be live streamed or posted anywhere because it is a ticketed event and it's through Inglot. So unfortunately, but maybe you can come to a masterclass in the future. That would be a lot of fun. I can do like a meet and greet or something. Okay, so I'm going to use this one instead. This is silver. And the glitter looks a little bit smaller. I'm not into chunky glitter. I just like it to be like really fine. And most of NYX glitters are really fine. Okay, now I can't get this lid off. Okay, there we go. I don't think I'm gonna do the cut crease. I don't really, I kind of like the look. Okay, so I'm gonna do this just like on the lid. I'm not gonna do super, super sparkly, just a little bit, just on the lighter parts. And this is if you wanna do sparkles, but you don't want it to be too shimmery. Just a little pop. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm just picking up some of the extra glitter in the other parts. All right, there we go. There is the look. And I'm just gonna kind of play around with my hair a little bit and then throw on my outfit, which you guys can see right there. And then I will post, like I said, on Instagram stories. I'll try to post some stuff on Snapchat as well. And you guys can follow along at the party. And I will see you guys another time with a Facebook Live tutorial. I don't know exactly when the next one is going to be, but I will give you guys a little bit of warning, like at least a few days, so you guys can know when I'll be on. But it was really fun hanging out with you guys. I'm really enjoying doing these. And if you guys are still watching them, I will keep doing them. So take care, everybody. Have a great evening. Bye.